Hello, this is Merlin Seeley with Lisa Van Til's Little Organic Gardening Guides. Today I'm going to be talking to you about container gardening. What we have here is some containers that have been planted, and this is not a successful operation. There's a reason for it, and let's talk about it. A couple of things that you want to make sure is that your containers have not been full before the plants of chemicals. These are food grade containers. That's okay. Now you can make your containers out of a variety of things. We have a variety of containers here. These used to be old barbecue buckets from a restaurant, food grade. These used to be old milk containers from a restaurant. We have butter bowls from a restaurant. We have ice cream buckets. We have little peat cups that you can buy for $1, and these are actually biodegradable and organic. You can plant this entire plant straight into your organic garden once the plant gets to about 4 inches tall. These grow really good, but they hold a lot of water. This plant right here is table queen squash, and it has been planted in an old lettuce bucket, and it's growing really well, and the reason for it is because of the type of soil that we have. Now this is 100% all organic Miracle-Gro soil, and it's not been mixed with anything. It's just been basically put in this container, and this was planted, and it grows like a wildfire. Although we do have some, like this one here, that has been mixed. You can see the little rocks in here. It's been mixed with our native soil, and here our native soil looks like this. It's not so good. So if you have native soil that is like mine, you might want to think about container gardening. That way you don't have to plant your seeds into your ground to deal with the native soil. And you may not want to deal with mixing your native soil with your organic potting soil, because it doesn't do so well. This is a beet plant that was planted a long time ago, and it's just not grown that well in the mix. On the other hand, this has been planted not so long ago, just in the organic soil, and it grows like crazy. We have some here that is nothing but homemade compost out of an old worm farm that went awry, and so far nothing has come up yet, and this is supposed to be good soil, but it's not growing as good as the organic soil that you would buy in the store. So it's according to what you want to plant. Now some things grow better in containers, and some things grow better in the garden. When you get your seed packet, you need to look on the packet. It will tell you whether or not the seeds are suitable to be grown in containers, or if they're better to be put straight into the ground. You need to follow those instructions. Now, another thing that you might want to think about is look on the packet and try to find out how much water it needs. If it says moderate water, they probably would grow good in containers, because containers will hold more water. When you get your containers, always make sure you punch holes in the bottom of them, because most herbs and vegetables have to have a good drainage. And you want to make sure that the potting soil you buy is actually suitable for containers, because you can buy potting soil that is not suitable for containers. So make sure on the packet that it says for containers, and that is because some soil was made to hold more water, some soil was made to hold less water. So make sure you get the right soil. Now come with me and I'll show you a successful organic container gardening operation. What we have here is a long line of sugar beets, and these right here are watermelon. Now this was planted in all 100% organic soil, not mixed with anything, and the seeds were put straight into the containers. The containers have holes in the bottom of them, and the seeds are suitable for containers. And these come up in no time, and they're growing very well, and as you can see, they're already getting their third leaves, which means they're growing very healthy. Now these are a lot better than any of the containers over there, and this was our first try. This was our second try. And as you can see, all the plants are growing really well. So whenever you are going to be doing your container gardening, a couple things it's suitable for is if you're in a small city and you have no place for a garden, or a large city, you have a patio, then the container gardening may be suitable for you. Even if you're in a place like this and the soil is not so good, container gardening may be what you need to do. Look into it a little bit further and find out what seeds are best grown in containers before you do your planting. This has been Merlin Seeley with Lisa Van Til's Little Organic Gardening Guides. Thanks for watching.